Hi, my name is Ignatius Reinaldo, and today I'd like to present to you one of the most unforgettable stories in my entire life. It's neither really a sad or happy story, it's because it's in the spectrum of both of them. It is why it's so memorable to me. I remember back in 2012, I was invited by my dad to come visit his family in his hometown, which is in Flores, in the middle of the mountain, in the middle of the forest. It's a very small village, and my dad decided that it would be a really great idea if he took us with his car. All 5 of us, with both of my uncles. So 7 of us in a car. Yeah. It was a great idea. We were really excited at the idea at first, but slowly we began to realize how painful it'd be when barely 5 hours had passed, because it was a really long way from Jawa to Flores, and there's not much to say that there isn't much to do when you're a kid. You can drive, and the only thing you could do was enjoy the scenery. Though there comes a point when there's really nothing left to do. Good thing I brought a lot of my comic books and novels, but most of the time I was really bored. It took us almost 2 full days to pass through Jawa until we reached to Surabaya, where we rode a ferry to Bali. And when we made it to Bali, we didn't really stop there, even though it's a hot tourist spot, but that's exactly why we didn't stop there, because it was a hot tourist spot. Instead, we rode another ferry cross and stopped in Lombok. More at the time, in 2012, it was way less crowded than Bali. And lo and behold, my dad decided that he realized our suffering, and we took a vacation there. A real beach day, full 5 days of us just enjoying the sun and the sea, before finally have to journey back into the car 5 days later. But it was fine, because when we reached Lombok, I could finally stretch my legs, enjoy the sun, play in the water all day, because we rented a hotel near the villa, and near the beach, a villa near the beach, and it was really enjoyable. Before we had to end that real vacation and go back using our car, the 7 of us in the car. And when we made it through, we passed through Lombok and go to another ferry to Sumbawa or Entebbe, which was very bumpy. It was really we brushed through that place really as quick as we can, because the road was not meant to be driven on. And then we finally rode the last ferry into Labuan Bajo, where an island where my father lived his whole childhood. We snaked our way through the forests and mountains of Flores, where we finally reached Manggarai, and then we snaked again through the forests and the mountains until we reached Wano, a really small village where my father was born. There I could finally meet my family again and enjoy their company. It was really a mixed bag of emotions, because I enjoyed distinctly the scenic view that my father took us with. I finally saw the whole landscape of Indonesia, both the savannas and the forests and the trees and the oceans and the beaches, everything. But at the same time, I really didn't wish we had to go back through the same way. That was why we bought plane tickets and let my uncles bring the car back to our home. It was a really unforgettable moment that I could use now as a story for this assignment. So thanks, Dad. Anyways, that is a really unforgettable moment that I really enjoy, and glad that I could recall again. Thank you, Miss. And that is all from me. So thank you for listening, and see you later.